Welcome back, boys and girls, to Bandwagon Sports. Today I'm going to be talking about the drama that is about to occur between the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And am I excited? Hell yes. Are the fans excited? Hell yes. Is Montreal excited? Hell no. But I am. Hopefully you are. And I'm just going to talk about basically the key factors in this series for either of these teams to win. So without further ado, I'm not going to ramble on. Let's hop into the video. So with key factor number one, and yes, I'm wearing a nice sideways hat. It can go away now. But anyways, with key factor number one, I have goaltending. Honestly, I think that the Montreal Canadiens can steal the series on one outcome, and that outcome is Carey Price performs like the best goaltender in the world, which he was before. I don't know if he's ever going to be again, but if Carey Price is on his game this series, I do have faith in the Montreal Canadiens winning. Same thing with like Jack Campbell or Frederik Andersen or Jake Allen. Who even knows? It's just honestly, whatever team's goaltenders are better, I think that's going to be probably the biggest factor in this series. And the biggest factor for Montreal in this series is going to be if Carey Price is, a spry-looking 20-year-old kid, or a goalie who looks like he was playing in the Pee Wee League since he was 85 years old. Because that's what he looks like now. But, who knows what's going to happen. But the first big X factor I have in this series is going to be the goaltending. Okay, here for key factor number two, I have Toronto's big three. And this is really a big key factor for both teams, because if Montreal can manage to somehow shut down Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, and John Tavares, then they're going to be in pretty good shape. And I think the only way of them really doing that is going to be Carey Price and Jeff Petrie kind of playing on their heads and all that good stuff. But for Toronto, it's a big factor, because if their big three isn't scoring, they're not really going to be getting a lot of offense from other guys. Like Nylander disappears during the playoffs. Hyman is just kind of there. Toronto heavily relies on that big three that they have. So if they're not scoring, then I don't think Toronto's winning. And that's basically it. So let's move on to key factor numero 3. I don't know Spanish. So the third key factor I have in this series is going to be the defense. And honestly, again, it's a two-sided streak. If Montreal's defense can shut down Toronto's big three, mainly, then it's going to be good for them. And if Toronto's defense can shut down Montreal, it's going to be easier for them to win. Toronto is iffy in the playoffs, though. They did lose to Columbus last year, and the defense and the goaltending issues really showed. So that's going to be mainly a huge issue for Toronto in the series. I think that, if Toronto can play some half-decent defense, they can win the series. But if they played it all like they did against Columbus last year, end the series right here. Let's move on to number 4. Okay, so key factor number 4, which I have right here, is going to be this very ping pong ball. If this ping pong ball can enter the arena at any point in the game, Montreal is going to win. But seriously, key factor number 4 is going to be one player and one player only, Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews, probably the best goal scorer in the league right now. And I don't even know if it's up for debate, but it probably is. Everyone has their own favorite. I don't like Matthews, but I will admit he's the best goal scorer in the league. If he doesn't score, and, if Montreal can hold him to, less than 3 goals in the series, which I doubt is going to happen, I think they have a legitimate chance at winning this. Austin Matthews is going to be a huge X factor for both teams. Whether Montreal can shut him down or whether Toronto can get him to score, it's going to be huge for either side of the ice. So, number 5, let's move on to it now. Okay, so here with my 5th and final X factor for this series, I have Carey Price. And honestly, Carey Price is going to be very big. If Toronto can't solve him, Montreal wins. If Toronto finds a way to get past him and his 34, 35-year-old body, then they win and they move on to the second round. For the first time in forever. For the first time in forever. Which I would hate. But oh well, it's not what about it's the playoffs don't revolve around what I like. It revolves around what the players want. So, you know, if Toronto stalls Carey Price, that's going to be a huge win for them, because Pittsburgh, they couldn't do it last year, and they lost. Toronto, if they can do it, it's going to be great for them. So those are my 5 X factors. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me, show the rat's nest to you real quick before I end this one off. Thank you all so much for watching, though, first of all. And also thank you all so much for the support on my recent mock draft. It has like 150 views almost at this point in time, and I just released it a day ago, so that's awesome. So great for me to see that type of support. But also, if you want to, subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed, or if you don't want to do any of that stuff, then that's fine as well. I'm just happy that, you watch the video. That's really what I enjoy with doing this YouTube stuff. So thank you all so much for coming. I'm going to go to bed, but I'm going to see you all in the next one. So for now, bye.